My DM full. A lot of people in my DM tripping about my shows in September because I go for my plea August 26th, but that ain't how I go in Fed court. Once you take a plea, your sentencing ain't till 2-3 months after that. So I'm gonna be at every show, of course. I mean, pool party still going on. Still gonna be crazy. Link in the bio for the tickets. But all my fans across the world, it's just a plea that I'm doing on August 26th. That's it, baby. So that's what I wanted to let y'all know. All my shows coming up, I'm gonna be at all my shows. That way.
Yo, it's Big Ed, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and you already know we back outside with it. H-Town, Texas streets once again. Was flipping all the way around the city today. Had to pull up to a couple spots, handle some business and stuff. But I had to dip off real quick in the cut as I seen it hit the timeline earlier today as Boosie popped on to let everybody know what was going on with his federal case. And he said directly right there, you heard it, when he goes at the end of this month, that is for him to do the plea. He won't be sentenced till months later. As I did see reports coming out on Twitter and just different spaces online that Boosie was going to be sentenced. People already put the years out there that he was looking at. It was just different reports. I really didn't tap into none of them because I didn't see it get posted on the blogs and I didn't hear him say nothing of it. So I was like, we'll see what happened with that. But he went on ahead and addressed it right there. Like, they ain't even sentenced me yet. It's a whole process. It's going to be months down the line. I'm guessing, and I could just pretty much assume that it was affecting some business and people was wondering, hey, bro, is you coming to these shows you booked for? Hold on, dog, we done probably sent you some front ends, or we done already pre-booked venues and deals like that. What's really going on? So he probably like, man, let me go ahead and address it, that it's gonna be down the line. All the shows I'm booked for, all the business that's already set in place, we got time for it. They ain't gave me my date yet. I'm accepting this plea deal right here, so they're gonna eventually give me the date on what I need to be sentenced on. But y'all got a window. I'm not trying to finesse. I'm not trying to hustle. I ain't trying to take no run off on nobody's bag or nothing of the sort. And as Boosie is facing some prison time right now, this is how it happens. You know, you could gauge it and estimate. We don't know what the judge is gonna do. He doesn't know exactly what they gonna do yet. They worked out a plea, and in his situation with him being a convicted felon in possession of a firearm and it getting picked up by the feds, we seen what happened back in 2023. He got arrested, pulled over after that video shoot in San Diego. They allegedly saw him with the weapon out there. Something was hanging out his waistband and his back. There was an investigator already watching some of the guys that he was shooting that video with. They put live photos up. They put the chopper in the sky, pulled Boosie over, had security with him as well. But when they went to court, they got it dropped about a month later. As he walked out the courtroom, feds came and grabbed him. He's been having a lot of issues with that prosecutor. He had already said that the prosecutor was rapping his lyrics, had it out for him, but he got the case dismissed under the Duarte precedent that was set law in the Ninth Circuit, where it was a biasness and they had ruled it in an appeal after Duarte Shorty had got his case appealed. He got granted that because they said it was unconstitutional for him to be sit and hit with that situation where he was going to be charged with that crime. Hey, what's going on? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, we right back at it, man. I'm actually out here by Rice in the cut. If y'all know, I had pulled up at Premium Goods to go check out some kicks and stuff. I was just riding around and I found the little side street, pulled over by this Chase Bank, and I'm in a parking lot, and it do say private property, and the owner had pulled up. He got a phone call that somebody was in a parking lot, and I am in my own school, so he pulled up to check it out, seeing what I was doing. He said, man, what you doing? What you recording? I said, man, I'm doing a YouTube video. He said, oh, parking lot all yours, keep working, keep doing your thing over here at Sunset. And so we rocking with it, baby. We turned up. As what I was saying was, Shorty Duarte, they had granted him an appeal as saying him being charged as a convicted felon with a firearm was unconstitutional because his convictions were non-violent crimes. So a month later, after he got granted his at that time last year, that's when Boosie and his lawyer came in and got it dropped like, hey, this is now a precedent of law. Boosie has no violent convictions either. He has not been convicted of violent crimes, only drug charges. That's when they dropped it. But back in this May of 2025, they reversed the Shorty Duarte Ninth Circuit appeal and said that it is not unconstitutional, so the conviction stuck on him, and it's also happening for Boosie right now. We did see that he had got the ankle monitor cut off at that time because it was supposed to work in his favor. Nah, this would get a little gray area because I don't know for sure, but you know, we were seeing things. We know the prosecutor was watching interviews that he did, watching posts he was making on social media. He already knew that that prosecutor had it out for him. He knew that, but Boosie came to the internet and they was really gonna go for him anyways. Let's keep it 100. That situation just didn't help at all. You know, he was celebrating. He's like, hey, I'm good. I'm in the clear. I'm straight. He cussing out the prosecutor because the prosecutor was giving him a very hard time, rapping him his lyrics. But at the end of the day, they was going for the gusto. We don't have to fake it. We don't have to sugarcoat it. With you being a rapper, you being a name, you having fame, you presenting a certain type of lifestyle and music, even though it's just entertainment, even though this is a legal business, they got it for you. They going for you. You know that. Well, the way they dropped the charges, then the feds came up to the courtroom, you knew that somebody said, oh, I got a rapper. Oh, I know about his music. I'm going for that on Boosie. Now, I will say this, for him, I don't know how much time he gonna get, but he not about to get hit with a gang of time. We'll just see. He is praying and hoping for the best. Nobody want to go to prison at all in their life, but especially when you already a multi-millionaire, you got your family, you got your kids, you got your mansion, you get to do shows, partying, everything like that, man. I'm not trying to be behind no wall at all in life. Nobody is. But if I sure don't want to go back when I done did time already for a situation like this that's really on some humbug stuff, like really, you telling me I got to go to prison for something like this at this point in my life, the high time of my life, the best I ever been in my life with this thing. I'm making legit money. I'm out here successful. I get to make thousands and $1,000s a weekend. I can do all this, but now it's gonna all be taken away from me. And bro, you know, you can hear it in Boosie's voice. It ain't something he want to do. We know he ain't trying to hear this. He don't want to see this, but he got to go deal with it. He'll be all right. Boosie will bounce back from this. And I just say this right now, Boosie, you got to move better. You got to do better. I am a person who does believe that convicted felons with non-violent offenses should most definitely be able to carry a weapon if they have not been in any trouble doing any crimes and they haven't been convicted of anything and they have legit documented business going on, especially if they have a job that is dangerous. Boosie is a rapper. Boosie pays a lot of tax money to be a rapper. He does a lot of this, he does a lot of that. He puts money back into the economy. No matter how you feel about him, he is an American citizen. Rap is a dangerous job, but it makes a lot of money. It boosts the American economy. Rap music does. So to me, I feel like, and this ain't just for no rapper. I know a lot of people think, oh, you just trying to be on the rapper side. You a lover of rappers. Bro, it could be anybody. It could be somebody making $30,000 a year, $40,000 a year, somebody with their own food truck business. I feel like if you have a legitimate business, you haven't gotten in any trouble in years, you should have the right to come back and carry a firearm, especially if you have no non-violent offenses on your record. That's just my personal belief. I don't care what your job and career is. If you ain't out there causing violence or crime, you should be able to hold you something down to protect yourself, and you should have your right to bear arms reinstalled, because Boosie did not go commit a crime with this gun. He didn't go shoot nobody with this. He didn't threaten nobody with it. It was there for protection. Nah, he did mess up. You know they was slipping. This is the law at the end of the day. So no matter how you slice the pie, no matter what you say, it is still the law. So you got to know when you break the law, these are the consequences of this. But the way that they came after them, they went and found it and picked it out. Like, we gonna go do this, we gonna go do that. That'd be my whole thing of it. And these laws are man-made, bro. When you have things that are man-made, there's a lot of room for error. These laws got made way back in the day, y'all, way back in the day. Beginning 500 years ago, they made these laws, or whatever. How many years ago? Hundreds, centuries ago. Centuries ago, they made these laws. A lot of the laws that they made at that time didn't even include making us be humans. They had to come back and rearrange things and rearrange. A lot of these laws need to be updated, bro. Look at the type of laws they had against us back in the day, what they could and couldn't do. And they didn't just change them on their own. People had to fight and die and battle to make it the laws to the level they are today. So I feel like a lot of these laws are still errored and outdated, but we'll see what happened with it. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming. Boosie will give an update on how much time he will get, but it just ain't there yet. Stay on your pivot. More coming for Shit Show.